Celestial rising, divine afternoon, and grand night to the beautiful, divine, mindful mirage watching this video. It's your divine reflection, divine messenger, and we are back with another celestial, tough, loving, going against enabling messages. And understand as well, if you choose to and you enjoy these types of videos, make sure you like, comment, subscribe for more divine messages. And understand as well, from earlier's video, made that video around like 2 something a.m. Posted it like just recently, but that video got copyrighted, which is okay. I just really understand, for the ones who are watching this video, I hope that you enjoy the Sinners movie that I made for you all, which is part 1. You know, so I just wanted to throw that out there. If you are watching it still, you know, I just appreciate you. For this video, I wanted to just show examples of what tough love has brought me. And this is from, you know, my part-time position that I'm in with counseling, but this is what one of the girls had made for me, and her name is, you know, well, it starts with a B, but this is me, the orange, and then that's her as the gray or with the pencil. And then on the front, she was trying to put, "I love you, Mr. Darius," but all I can read is the I, the heart, L-O, that may be a V. I see a Y. She didn't know if it was an O or U, but I see an E, and then I see D-I-R-U-S, but she didn't put the A. But it's okay though, because she was close. I mean, she just missed the letter, but it's all right. So this is from, you know, Bella. She gave me this as soon as they came off the bus or whatever. She decided to give me that, so I appreciate it. And then this one is from Ilani. I got water on it, but so it says 2DD. So they call me Dairy. They call me Mr. Dairy. They'll call me Dairy Bear, Darius. They'll like, yeah. But she also put a heart on it, and then she just has a bunch of scribbles that she put. So this is the scribbles that she had put. And then this is what the same girl who made that green picture, this is hers right here. She just scribbled, but she wanted to give it to me. So I appreciate you, you know, Belle, for always doing that. This is the same girl who made the heart with the scribbles. This is her work right here. And, you know, Ilani, I really appreciate you for that. She's a character. I appreciate her. And this was Naomi. She's not here anymore, but she gave me this and I kept it because she took her time with it, and it's very neat. So Naomi, if you're still in the world, I know you're not with us as far as, you know, at the establishment, but you are missed, so always remember that. And then here's a girl named Juniper. She usually asks me every day, how do you spell birthday or how do you spell Barbie, but this is her work right here, and I really appreciate her because she was trying to go at a certain speed, but we had to go do something like clean up, but we were going outside. But yeah. And then this is from Brixton. Brixton is a character. She's 5 years old, but she made, this is me and that's her. You can't see that, but yeah, that's how she sees me and herself. I wanted to show that because, you know, a lot of times I don't really understand what my tough love brings. I don't know what my tough love brings to the world, but I'm understanding how it's portrayed to other beings, and that kind of bothers me for the child's future. Yesterday, and I also want to understand as well, for disclaimer, I don't mean to put out what's going on behind closed doors, but I'm only using it as an example because if we keep soft enabling these children, they're going to take that enabling that you have casted upon them, and they're going to use that into a real world situation. I want to say the real world, so I was stumbling with my words on that, but they're going to take a real life scenario and they're going to feel as if they are enabled to start crying just because they robbed a bank, or because they punched someone, or because they talked bad about somebody's wife or somebody's boyfriend, or they said a comment that wasn't needed. They're going to feel as if they're obligated to say these things or do these certain actions. And then as they commit to these actions, they feel as if they shouldn't have gotten in trouble for it because they've been doing it since they were a child, since yay high. And whenever you stop the virus from happening, it's as if the mother figure who has enabled the virus is going to allow it because the child's in preschool. Now, this boy, who's the example, Josiah, I care for him like he was one of my own, or like he is one of my own. He's in preschool, 5 years old or 6 years old. But the thing with him is he has a lot of energy to the point to where it can be chaotic for mischievous intentions. And I feel as if a lot of these things are done at the crib. And I'm saying that because I realize that whenever I take the tablet or I say, you're going to have time today, they'll always tell me, no, I don't want to have time today. But you're going to have time today. You saying, no, I don't want to have time today is not going to stop me from giving you time today. Because I realize as well with one of the counselors that I work with as well, she will allow these children to be deceitful, be mean, be mischievous, and then when they're crying, when they feel sad or they give you that face, she be like, you can go play for a little bit, but you got to do better next. What the fuck is that? What is that? What is that? Like, maybe I'm just tripping. And you may say, Devon, you don't really understand the feminine aspect of, nurturing these kids and helping their minds understand right from wrong. I get you. Devon, you don't understand about what these children are going through. You got to be more nice. I get you. We have a lot of different ways or opinions of being. I want us to understand, like I said before, I would take a bullet for these children. That's the difference between me and whoever is judging me. Now, understand as well, I don't believe anybody's judging me in a negative manner. I believe it's all positive. I want people to understand that, for one, when these children are doing, so for example, with Ilani, she gave me like majority of her pictures. She's the type of person, she has a bad habit of lying. And the lying pisses me off because I used to do that shit as well. And it used to be so bad that I would lie for no reason. And they do the exact same thing. That's exactly why when I tell them the truth, they will take the truth and then alchemize it for a negative. Let's say a girl's glasses is on the concrete, on the sidewalk or whatever, and they're playing a game called Gaga Ball. And Gaga Ball will basically be you throw the ball, this ball up in the air, and then you have to hit it. You have to hit it and touch their lower body. If the ball hits your feet, the back of your shoe, the back of your leg, your thigh, touches your kneecap, whatever, your hips, you're out. Now, this girl's already playing, but Ilani got out. So the girl who's playing, her glasses are on the concrete. I don't know why she had them on the concrete, but I'm sitting here monitoring because there are also kids playing in this little pit or whatever that has wood chips, and they got their own toys as well. So I'm monitoring, just seeing everything. I look, and Ilani's standing next to me, and a lot of times too, these children, they will stand next to me, very close to me, as if it's like a magnetism of what they feel safe in. Because I also have to ask them as well. Because they cry a lot too whenever I ask them questions about what they're doing. When I catch them doing certain things, they start feeling bad or they get small because they feel seen. But I just want to make sure that they're able to know why they're doing the action unconsciously. By seeing her stepping on a girl's glasses that she doesn't like. For some reason, they don't like this one girl. And that's just a whole rabbit hole as well. But I tell them, stop being mean. And so I ask her, why are you stepping on her glasses? And she says, because they're on the ground. And I said, why would you step on somebody's glasses that you know don't belong to you? And she said, I don't know. Okay, got it. You're not playing. So then, whenever you're not playing, I get questioned, why is she not playing? Oh, because she stepped on so-and-so's glasses. So why would she be playing? You know better than that. You don't like somebody, so you see their glasses, then you say, I'm gonna step on them in my mind. Not only just that though, when the girl sees her glasses are scraped up, she tells me, but she tells me, hey, Mr. Darius, Ilani she scraped my glasses. She stepped on my glasses. Okay. Now the other coworker will say, so-and-so, come here real quick. Tell me what happened. And then I come along and say, that is true. She stepped on her glasses. But the next thing you know, Ilani will say, no, I didn't. I didn't do that. And me, every time she does that in my face, I say, Ilani, you gonna sit here and lie to me? To me? And she'll be like, what? I didn't do it. I'm like, Ilani, I watched you do it. I sat there and looked at you doing it. And I said, you can't play for that. Did I not tell you that? Yes. So why did you just lie? I don't know. Now, with this boy, Josiah, he was not supposed to be playing Roblox yesterday. And the thing is as well, my life basically is content. Every single day to me is a movie that's being played from Saturn. It's like something just happens in people's mindsets and they just go brain dead around me. Adults. Now, children, to me, they're forgiven already. I forgive children, but you will be disciplined. Your father should have done that. And a lot of times as well, father figures are not there in these children's lives, but what do I know? Anyways, this boy, he was being defiant all day. And he has a lot of energy, and I love it. I love the fire that he has in his spirit. But when it's time to calm down and it's time to listen, you gotta listen. You shouldn't be hitting on other children's butts when you're trying to get a beanbag as you're throwing a game of catch. Like they'll play this game of catch with a beanbag, and one of the other boys will try to go get the beanbag. He'll slide on the floor with him like it's Fortnite and then smack his butt, and the boy will be like, ow, Josiah, why you do that, Josiah? Josiah will start laughing. And I'll be looking at him like, why are you doing that, Josiah? Oh, it's okay, he's just in preschool. That's all I keep hearing in my ear. Oh, it's okay, just forget him, he's young. Okay. Like his subconscious mind doesn't hear, okay, wait a minute. I can smack his butt knowing that I shouldn't be doing it at all. Or I can laugh whenever somebody gets their, they get hurt or their head gets hit by something. I can laugh at that because it's funny. Oh, it's okay, Mr. Darius. He doesn't take anything serious. He's a jokester. That's all he does at his age is just joke. Okay. We should forgive him for laughing at someone or a kid or a child who just got their head hit or they just got hurt. That's not funny. It's not funny at all whatsoever. And I get that things can be funny at times, and it's hard to decipher that. But we don't laugh at that, Josiah. We don't do that. Not only just that, lying. Because he would lie on his uncle, and his uncle is his sister's son, and they're 2 years apart. So his uncle had a bad time as well, or a bad habit lying when he would do some things, but he was a little bit more mature. They would just both cry a lot when they didn't get their way. Before I had to go and get the tablets for these kids because after dinner, the kids will play on the tablet before they go ahead and go home. So they just play Roblox. That's all they want to play is Roblox. And the thing is too, it got so bad, and it gets so bad to where on certain tablets and even a laptop, Roblox won't work. You have to put a password in, and I don't know that password, so I'm not putting it in as far as Hotmail. And they'll start getting mad. And when they get mad, I love when they get mad, because just like, I love to see and experiment and observe the ego getting mad over a game. It got so bad yesterday with Josiah that he was catching a fit in the chair because I had to tell him numerous times to go in timeout because he was playing too rough. They're in a small room in a space because we got desks and certain toys, we got bookshelf, all that. But if you aren't careful, you can hit your head on the corner of a table and you may go to the hospital. Nobody has time to be doing that and calling your mom saying, yeah, your son or your daughter just got hit in the head and they're bleeding out and they had to go to the hospital. Nobody wants to hear that as a parent. So we do our best, especially me, because I'm not really on my phone doing like how other people will be doing. Gossiping, laughing, talking on the phone. Like, we got a job to do. So I don't have time to be sitting here texting and doing that while a child is in my vicinity. And it got so bad to where he was pushing people and he was crying because he couldn't get the beanbag. But that's the whole point of the game. They made rules and people cry when those rules don't want to be followed by them. You can't cheat a game. You can't cheat life. And by that happening, he was pushing people out the way. Like, I want to catch the beanbag. So when somebody would catch it, he's sitting here rolling and I just hear a bunch of bumping on the floor, and there are people under us as well. So I had to say, like, hey, y'all gotta be careful. Stop pushing people. And then stop lying. Every time they lie, they gotta get time out. I despise lying, especially if I'm watching you. I'm observing to the point to where I know when you finna lie. And then when you do it, you know you got time for it. So why are you crying about it? I gave him time twice. But before all that, no, actually after that scenario, when they were playing before dinner, after dinner, I went to go and get the tablets. I come back, another coworker who was older, I want to say around like 60 something or whatever the case may be, she has a hard time as well deciphering their manipulation. But I see right through it. That's exactly why a lot of times they can't really get mad when I get them in trouble, because you're lying to me and I see right through your lies. So why are you lying for no reason? You know you got time for that. But I don't want to have time today. But you do. But you do have time. So now what are we going to do about that? You got it. So just serve your time. It's okay. I came back upstairs and another coworker told me, not the main coworker, because it's really only me and another woman, because she has like 20-something years of experience and you still haven't like climbed the corporate ladder. It's like, go find a different position, because you don't want to take this shit serious. You only in it for the money. You're not really here to help the children. I despise that type of behavior. I despise that. How are you damn near 30 or 40 some years older than me and you still don't know how to see through a child's lies? They get so bad that Josiah can do something and these kids lie so much, my other coworker won't really believe it because they lie too much. That's exactly why I be telling them, if you stop lying, you won't get in trouble. You won't get in trouble because you're being honest. I respect the honesty. But nobody really knows when you're being honest because you lie every day. Every day. And so they were saying Josiah is out here spitting food on other kids, hitting other kids, climbing under tables, flicking food. He had food, he was chewing it up and then putting it on his tongue and then showing it to other people. He burping in people's faces and all that while people are eating. Being loud when kids got homework. So I'm like, oh yeah, you got time. No, I don't want time. No, you're done for today. You're done. Because as soon as I see you, I got to keep telling you the same thing. And I always have to hear, oh, just forgive him. You know, he's young, he's a child. Like, how much time does he have? Oh, really? He has more than 5 minutes? I don't know, but what did he do? Tell me what he did. I tell the other coworker what he did. Oh, you can't be believing, this other coworker because she don't be knowing no better. And then the kids too, they lie. Are you justifying deceitfulness or deceit as a pre-K or in pre-K? Are we we're enabling deceit in a boy's body just because it's in a boy's body? But the girls don't get that same exact luxury? That to me is confusing. I understand boys need to get certain or loved a certain way, but discipline is discipline. If other kids can follow the rules, why can't this one follow the rules? Why is it enabled for this child and not everybody else then? That means that if this being can be deceitful, everybody else can. They follow the leader. Their minds are easily programmed by what they see from their peers. And if deceit is allowed in the household, they'll do it in front of me because it's enabled at the crib. So I tell him, you got time, you're not playing today. So he crying, catching a fit because his friend right next to him, named Ian, he playing Roblox. So he's sitting here kicking the chair. He's balling his fist up. And it's like he was shaking and making a sound for attention. I'm standing behind Josiah and his friend as well, and another girl, to let him know you're not playing today. You're going to just sit here and watch your friend play. And I'm not going to feel bad about that because you can always play the game tomorrow. But if I give you 5 minutes of discipline, you're going to keep doing it tomorrow. And then the same day after that, so on and so forth. When will it stop? He's only in pre-K though. Forgive him. He's been forgiven. It doesn't matter if you're 50 or 30 or 20 or 2 or 3. You cannot do certain things in this world and then have it be enabled because of your age. No, if it doesn't stop immediately, those things will trickle down into a later age. And later in your age, when you're 18, 17, when these court systems try you as an adult, there is no calling for your mother or your father. There is none of that anymore. There isn't. Nobody can sit there and tell you, oh, this is going to happen. You may not get that luxury. So if we don't stop it, if I don't stop it, because only me, I can take accountability. If we don't stop that right now, then it's done. It's over with. It's over with because the child has been doing this shit for so long that nobody said anything. So they thought that that was the righteous thing to be doing. Next thing I know, it's almost time for them to go. And I hear, Josiah, come here. You know why you got time? This and that. Doesn't really say why he has time. But because he has his hands in his pockets, because he has these puppy eyes, and because he's so young, he gets asked, what tablet do you want? What color tablet do you want to play with? And he walks away. And I'm like, so Josiah, you just don't want to listen to that, huh? And it's hard for him to decipher which option to go to. And in my head, I'm like, you know what? You got more years than me, so if that's how you want to be, if you want to allow him to play the game, okay. I'm going to keep on giving him time that exact same way, and then I'm going to make you deplete his time because you a grown woman. I can't tell you what you can and can't do. All I know is, though, I'm going to keep on doing my job that I was hired to be positioned in. As simple as that. I can't go back and forth with no grown woman. Nobody has time for that. I got things to be doing, like making videos on experiences that are actually going on behind closed doors. It got to the point to where now the boy's playing the game. So I'm like, after all that he did, you're still gonna let him play Roblox because he was catching a fit in the chair. Bonk his fists up and kicking the chair, crying, making that little... I know the tactics, bro. I used to be your exact same age. I know exactly what that means. You cannot fool me. And then looking at me so I can feel sorry for you is not gonna work. I'm not gonna feel sorry for what you've been doing all day. You've been causing chaos and terror to other kids. Why would I let you play? And then the thing is too, when the other children do the exact same thing, they also get the exact same treatment. You are not better than anybody else. Just because you're young or a boy, no. Girls and boys will get disciplined or put in timeout as well. It ain't no goddamn difference. Now, I took examples as well. So for one, this child has a job to do, but they feel as if they want to play. And he will do that a lot whenever we say clean up. Now, the thing is, a lot of times this child can hear you, but they will just keep on doing what they're doing. So now, if you're not backing your words, so like for example, you say a word like, okay, if you don't clean up, you're gonna have time. This coworker will come in, like I already mentioned as well, and they'll say, he's 5 years old, just let him be. Just let him play, whatever the case may be. You just said, if you don't clean up, you're gonna have time. For everybody, by the way. We clean up quietly. But yet, he'd allowed his one. That's hypocritical. Not only just that, the kid will also be learning that, because just by being aware, I was just studying this shit. I understood that from one, Josiah seems as if his actions have no consequences. That's what he learns. Whenever he hears, no, let him be, he can go ahead and play. But you just said, if anybody's playing, if anybody's talking, if we're being loud, you got time. Interesting. He also understands that adults will never mean what they say. And then when they say what they mean and then they do what they mean, I get punished for it. I start crying. but I still get what I want because it's enabled by my mother. Then the next one, I can avoid accountability by being helpless or acting helpless. They're great actors, by the way. They're so great in acting, they control the way the adult will discipline them, not me. If you got time all day, you got time all day in my head. But of course, that gets shut down. That's too tough. It has to be softened up. Soft ass society, I'll tell you that. Now, another one. So, Josiah, well, let's say he eats a certain food and he'll get sick. And then I would say, so Josiah, you know why you're not feeling good, whatever the case may be, it's because you were eating that, and I told you didn't have to eat it. Now, for one, I don't even make the plate. But let's say he had a candy or whatever, or he had a certain meal, but it doesn't look good. I'm gonna tell him, hey, Josiah, that doesn't really look too good. Why do you have that in your bag? Oh, because I was told to eat it. Josiah, I don't know if you should be eating that, bro. No, I'm not gonna control you on what you eat, but just be careful. Next thing you know, he ends up getting sick. And then I'll look at him and be like, you know, this is exactly what happens whenever you're not really paying attention to what you're putting into your body. So now, of course, the tears will start coming out, and then they don't feel so good. And then now I understand as well, I'll let them know, like, you know, because you don't feel good, this is what happens when you are making choices that aren't really being conscious of themselves. Now, it's not to make the kid feel bad, because no matter what, I'm gonna make sure the mom gets called or whatever the case may be. I'll make sure that you're good to go. You know, if you gotta go home, you gotta go home. But I'll mention that, you know, now you have to see and feel what your choices will bring to you. Now, the other co-worker will be saying, oh, it's okay. Next time, whenever you want something and you don't feel good or whatever the case may be, just ask. Just ask, like, it's okay. Like, what happened? Oh, he ate some candy. I told him it was okay because he asked for it. It didn't, that food or that candy didn't look any good. So why would you give that to him? You know that he shouldn't be eating that, and he ain't supposed to be eating that. So why would you let him eat that? It's okay. He's just young. The kid will learn from this situation right here, from the food lesson or the food comprehension, that the being is falling sick into being. Because of course, for the kid to even believe that they're sick, they had to have done that before, to where it was accepted to do it again, because, oh, other kids are eating, they got candy, they got a meal, I want to eat. And then of course, I want to show off to my friends and my peers, oh, look at what I got a certain meal that you don't have, ha 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 ha. So now as they eat it, they get sick. I said no, but you're saying yes. Now Josiah will be learning, if I make a bad choice, someone will save me from my discomfort. Not all the time. And Josiah, if you ever get older, just know it's all love to you. You're so young right now, and no matter what, I love you more than your own parents do. That's why I want to help other children see your experience as an example of what not to be, even teenagers as well. If you are driving with your friends and they go and do a drive-by and they shoot somebody in their dome in your city, by you just riding in the car with them, you're going to go and get arrested with them. Or you may even just die with them. They may even just take your life with them, because they already know what's going to happen. It's going to be prison or death. So because of that, you can't sit here and think as if you can call your parents to help bail you out. Just because you are riding along with them, you're done. You're done. Oh, and don't be carbonated. If you're carbonated, you already are done with the system. They don't want to see that shit. They don't want to hear that shit, because for one, actually, they can't wait to hear and see that shit, because they already understand how we are in our nature. So they want to put you into the slammer and give you just years upon years upon years, especially if somebody died. And don't let them be a pale costume. When that's the case, oh, you're locked behind bars probably for the rest of your life. Don't be in the game, because they'll put you in the opposite gang territory in prison, and they'll make you get turned inside out. It's like they'll put you into a foster home. They'll put you to a certain family and handle it for you. It's like these people can't save you from that situation of a choice that you made. You can't get mad at somebody for talking about you, and then you go and tell on them, or you go and hit on them, or whatever the case may be. People are not playing out here. They will kidnap your ass. They will punch your ass. They will kill you. They will steal from you. They will hurt you, harm you. And there'll be days to where you may not be able to call anybody when you knocked out and you bleeding out. Who gonna save you from that situation then? What if they take your phone from you? Then who you gonna call? You have to learn these things on your own because people can't teach you this shit. Your own parents don't even teach you this shit because they feel as if it will never happen to you till it happens to you. Now they're sitting here like, what do we do, honey? What the fuck do you mean? Be the parent for your child. And if you can't do that, now I gotta do it. A lot of times as well, they will feel as if I don't have to self-correct because adults will minimize my consequences. So I can sit here and go into the bathroom and then look under a stall and see a boy pee and then laugh about it. You know, I can do that because whenever I get corrected and somebody tells on me, then I can just do it again because they'll minimize it because I'm young. I'm a baby, so therefore I can just do baby things that are accepted, but I know it shouldn't be accepted at all whatsoever. Then the last one, because that was the job, cleaning up. So cleaning up food, just cleaning up a mess in general. So I asked, this child or this boy, or whatever, other children as well, make sure we clean up our area before we go and move and play the games. And then, let's say, for example, he was telling me no, or he just ignores me. I'm like, okay, you have to be responsible in cleaning up your mess. You can't just make a mess and then just go off and run, or go off and just run around the room because you choose to do that. No. So now, you had your fun, you ate your food, or you are going to eat your food, or you're going to throw it away. But if you're not going to eat your food, we don't play with our food. We don't run to other people's tables and then start bothering them. We don't sit here and start yelling at them and then start lying about it. We don't sneak things to other kids and then lie about it. We don't do that. So it's time for you to clean up. Now the other adult will say, he's just learning. It's okay, I'll just take care of it. He's young. He's just learning. It's okay. He doesn't have to clean up. I'll take care of the mess. This kid will understand and is developing currently. He can rebel and still be rewarded. If he can't get to play the iPad for today, he's going to spaz out because his mom will allow it. Whoever else will allow it. He also understands that, for one, his responsibility is optional. And if he doesn't want to choose to be in that responsibility, he doesn't have to because somebody else will take care of it. Somebody else will get the blame for it, and it has to be me. Another thing, manipulating the adult mind is working. It's working at a young age. That's where the sinister act of Satanism will come into play. That's where the entity of dishonest and rebellion, pride, envy, greed, and lust, that's where that shit creeps in at a young age. Because if you can control an adult's mind and it works for you, for your benefit, continuously, by the way, and they don't see through it, but they keep on enabling it, that's how the mind becomes softened in deceitfulness or deceit, deceitful acts, sinister acts, wicked actions. And at a young age, you can get away with a lot of things. But as you get older, the more you keep doing these acts, the more it'll cost you. It'll cost you to the point to where you're going to sit here and think about all your childhood memories. And then you're going to be in a certain place at a certain time, pondering on what you could have changed, what went wrong, what happened. And then all these memories will start flashing back to the surface. And then you'll start healing in a place of no end. Nobody can help you from this scenario. Nobody can help you get out of this shit or that. Because it was enabled to you when you were a child. Somebody was trying to help you, but the beings who are controlled by a system, they allow these systems to block my divinity from reaching you. Because they don't want you to be greater than who you are for today. A lot of these adults are jealous of children. That has to stop. A lot of these adults want these children to fail because why? I am in it for a check. These are not your children, so why do you care about them? Let them fuck up in life. Their parents can handle it. No. Obviously not. The parents cannot handle that shit. Obviously, it's clear as day. It's clear as day. If a mother has to ask you as a coworker, I don't know what to do for my daughter. She's out of control. You just gonna give up on your daughter? Because as we can see, oh my God, bro. These children know what BBLs are, and they call themselves that on Roblox. It got so bad, we had to take the older children off of Roblox because they were playing and talking a certain language that only adults would be talking in. That's allowed at home. And they tell me these things. They gossip. I could be sitting there eating my food, and then 3 kids will run up to me and tell me their business. I'll just be like, why are you telling me that? Because I want to. I'll just be like, wow, okay. And then ask, but thank you. That's crazy that your mother and your father allow this shit. It's like the lesson that they had to go through is just going to be passed through. It won't be acknowledged. So I acknowledge it. Then when I acknowledge it, it'll just go past accountability again. It's like accountability wants to hold this child's hand, but it's like money will just block that bond away. Man. Like, even what's crazy, I also was putting down, so I'm just reading and just thinking about it as well, that the child will be conditioned to handle life, like situations, certainties, challenges. It's like they won't really be able to correct that. And not only just that, they will look for others to bail them out whenever life does get hard. Like, people don't want children to learn about cause and effect, self-discipline, respect, honesty. All they're doing is just escaping their own discomfort. That keeps them comfortable. And this comfortability is the reason why they're going to keep on doing what they choose to do, because adults will allow it. And whenever an adult who has sense is trying to get this being to not be in this senseless act, it's ignored. It's just made as a mockery. And that's the most deceitful act that adults are doing for today. That's exactly why children now are getting groomed by other children and then causing trauma upon children because it's been done upon them. And they need an outlet, they need help, but they can run for help to their parents because their parents are always on the phone, watching reality TV, doing other shit that I don't even know behind closed doors. That's exactly why we have to be here for the youth, because it goes beyond social media. It's actually happening in your neighborhood with a child that you don't even have connection with. These children are looking for inspiration or a God to save them. And the God saving them is a celebrity, it's someone they look up to, it's someone outside of their family or their household. That is the saddest thing ever, because how are you a parent not realizing that you can't be there for your children, and they're giving me messages telling me how they feel about me through art, letting me know they love me. They're giving me hugs every single day. And I asked them, do you do that for your parents? No. Why not? Because I don't want to. I don't want to do it for my mom or my dad. But I still care about them, but not really. I wish you were my dad, Mr. Darius. I've actually heard that before. And it's like when I tell them don't say that, they get an attitude. It's like, never stop pouring tough love into these children, into the youth. Protect them. There are actual parasitic entities or forces who are overshadowing these children. And I can see the astral leeches attached to these young kids' bodies. And it's being allowed in households that are traumatic. Whenever you have the spirit of discernment activated beyond the crown gateway, you'll be able to see these entities latching on to divine energies at a young age, even in pre-K. You have to help these beings save themselves from themselves, but you have to guide them, the youth, the ones who are under 10 years old, a little bit more harder with tough love, by giving them accountability, by helping them be honest, by helping them see their discipline. That's not discipline. We have to be able to guide them to the water, but never make them drink it. But understand as well, never give up on the youth, because when you do, they'll do that for their youthfulness and their children as well, or for whatever they work into. The spell has to stop. The spell of soft enabling has to fucking stop. These kids and they ass whooped. Have a great and divine day, Divine Reflection.